Refresh. Hey!
What?
YouTube finally decided to update the description!
Ah.
And loading this.
Give me a moment, I am notifying Kevin.
Hello everyone and welcome back. I am the James with the
I'm the
game.
Careless Berserker Bahamut, and welcome back to being a part of the missing members. But more importantly, well, oh wait, was it a safe save or a hard save that we did?
I believe it was a hard save.
Okay, and welcome back. But more importantly, welcome back to Feda, the Emblem of Justice. And I believe we were supposed to make our way to the Luksodole.
Well, this is Luksodole. You have to move further into Luksodole.
To the... oh, wait, right, west. Here?
Yep.
Oh, a required fight?
This is weird, because if this is a required fight, that they classify as a chaos fight for some stupid reason.
Here they come, the main garrison of Luksodole City.
Seem to be swarming in wave after wave. What will we do if they wear us down?
That's the only other way if you want to reach Cobalt. What will you do, Brian?
We can't turn back now. Defeat all of these defenders and proceed.
Let me guess, kill all enemies?
Yep. Every chaos fight is always kill all enemies,
Oh.
but this one's just like improperly coded.
Can you take over? Because I'm eating and I gotta use the restroom.
Ah, nature calls.
Yep.
So let's see here.
New enemy.
We have more creeds. 70 attack, 54 defense. Veil Gnats, which go down in one hit. 2 Zen fixes. 2 Mark Troopers, which require 2 hits. And a Brute Pegasus. 2 Brute Pegasus.
Ladies, can you
Which
get out?
literally go down in one shot.
Ladies, can you get out of my lap? I need to go use the restroom.
FYI, he's talking about his dogs.
They would clip that out of context anyway.
I know.
Huh. Yeah, I'm having to watch the puppies while my mom is in the hospital and my stepdad is visiting her.
I figured.
You two better not try and touch my pizza bread.
There's the Veil Gnats. There's the second one. And slowly the more creed starts rolling out. Ah, dang it. May as well moon slice this one. Ah, thank you for using your special on one of our highest defense units. One damage! Without shield, by the way. I'm dodge, and I'm dodges! So now back to our home field. No, he still can't do much. And the Sunfix goes in for another attack on Ein, and Ein dodges cleanly. And the other Zenfix also goes for another attack on Ein, and he dodges! Oh. And the Veil Knight flies on top of the nearest rooftop and shoots Ein from above, suffering 2 damage. As we have Moranius go ahead and follow up on the Veil Knight on top of the building, as the Veil Knight collapses from the weight of the javelin being impaled into its body.
Okay, move out of my seat, you. There we go. I'm back. Ooh. Dog kept my seat nice and toasty.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
What?
No, I'm like, really? Is that gonna be how it ends up?
How exactly is it ending up?
Just the enemy formation.
I mean, to be fair, you can...
You give it!
Yeah, take out one of their sources of healing.
No. What I want is I want the Krieg to move up to the empty space.
Oh. Why?
So that way Arby has like an amazing shot to take.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I was waiting for. Even though this won't kill any of them because of the stupid Krieg's defense is now so high, it literally requires 2 hits to kill them from anyone because of the fact that their defense is that high.
Lowest Arby leveled up.
1 health, 1 MP.
In defense.
More defense!
I think Arby's untouchable now, isn't he?
Cobalt can still damage him, but yeah. Oh.
Do you see something? Oh!
I was like, wait. That Krieg dies.
What? Boy! That hurts my soul.
Oh, and this is just gonna be...
Remake 3.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's the only Zen fix that's left standing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's still kill range for the Mark Trooper. So, dur. And down goes the trooper. So now, sidekick this one. Bless it.
Thanks. $13 experience from that.
And he's using it on Brian. This should deal around 15 damage, I think. Nope, 36. $55. How did that only literally deal like 1 damage to Ein when he's only 14 points of defense higher. I art cum food. 64. Yep, Vegeta kills. Literally, if you haven't noticed, I've been taking very much... No!
I didn't press anything. That was your fault.
I know, I wasn't thinking. But hey, the creature still dies. Literally anyone can kill this thing at this damage rate threshold. Even with the 20% defense, because this thing has worse defense than Tobakage does.
That's funny. I think a decision came back to haunt me for my dinner.
What?
You know how I said I'm a spice nut?
Oh no, did you finally find something that overspiced your spice?
Yeah, man, you would not believe what it is.
What?
Hot honey barbecue pepperoni pizza flatbread. It was the sauce that did it.
Ah.
So I'm gonna let myself cool down for a bit before I finish it.
Drink a glass of milk.
I don't have any milk down here with me.
Do you have any full bread?
What?
Do you have any bread that's like actually has fat in it?
I'm not.
Kevin says Kiryu. Bro, are you insane?
How am I the insane one? I'm the one who sampled your dad adds ghost pepper dip and liked it. Then again, I probably guess that my spice tolerance has gone down since then. I think it's probably because they like accumulated over time. That's probably what it was. Because I wasn't like taking my time eating it. That's more than likely what it was. I just kept building and building. And when I was eating my dinner, that's probably what it was.
Oh, darn it.
Should have moon sliced.
Fair. It feels weird that you don't have to, like, conserve your MP late game. Well, that's how a tolerance works. It builds up if you... It builds up if you don't maintain, it goes down. What happens if you never had any in the first place?
What?
I'm making a bit of a joke to Kevin. Because if as I state many times, I have one of the lowest tolerances for spicy food of anyone I know.
You and my mother would get along in that department, then. She doesn't like spicy food.
I also don't like most crunchy food either. Kevin says everyone's different. We don't care who gets the kill.
Hey, Roiss leveled up.
1 health, 1 MP, nothing else.
And there's the fight done. Come on, don't drop. Don't drop. Please don't tell me we don't have to work much to get back to Feda.
Thankfully, there's only 3 fights left in the game. 2 of them have objectives. Dregs from the hinterlands have no business in General Cobalt's temple. Man alive, I love this music. Don't drop what? Oh, boo, Kevin. We will cleanse the land of scum such as you.
It's more the infernal pre-programmed and android.
These seem different somehow. Be careful.
Destroy all of these enemies and enter Cobalt's lair. I'm with you all the way to the end. Is that a kill all enemies?
Yes.
Yeah. Growth veins?
That aren't that strong. We have the Grand Revitos back again.
But they aren't that powerful this time.
Yeah. At least not compared to our 3, like, our not invincible Arby, by the way.
Moranius?
The beast that...
They cannot touch Moranius!
And...
They can't
Ein's incredible agility.
They can't even touch Ein's agility. Or his defense, for that matter. So literally, there is no threat on this map!
Well, there's one new unit.
He can't even touch us!
It has MP.
Oh. Okay, so we have to take it down with our specials. Okay, I don't have to worry about my spicy foods anymore. I've finished my dinner.
More so, that means that this thing has a special attack of its own.
Uh-oh.
And we don't know what it is yet. Oh, and this thing has high agility.
So we need to use specials on it. Alright, you two, come on. There we go. Be careful, I don't want you to getting the taste of the spice. I said you do not want to taste of the spice. Why won't you listen? Alright.
But the question here is, which way will we head down? This is another... The funny thing is, this reminds me of the final map in Path of Radiance, which I've never gotten to do, by the way. Just slightly condensed, but like, with like maybe a quarter of the enemies on it.
Oh, daggone, Puppy is going like, out, share. Tastes like share.
What? Your puppy is saying tastes like chair?
Yeah, because it was licking my chair.
Goofy dog.
They're Boston Terriers. What would you expect?
I don't know. Remember, I am super allergic.
Ah.
Oh, the Colossus moves.
So does the Grand Ramado.
So does the Grand Tomato.
I said Ramado.
I know. I do appreciate how there's, like, enough balance in this game that, like, technically you could do this with, like, the worst possible units. Sort of funny, because if we still had, like, L from the first chapter as a law unit,
This would be an absolute cakewalk.
Kevin said, I recently found out about a breed of cat called Munchkin cats. It's actually called that.
Huh.
So these things have a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But we don't know their attack range.
Alright.
One.
Not surprising. Honestly, I wish this mission was defeat the Colossus.
Because we're kind of...
Look it up, a Munchkin cat is adorable.
Yeah, because of the nature of this mission, it's going to be a bit harder for us to get back to Feda Emblem, isn't it?
Yes.
And we were trying our absolute best, keep in mind.
Sim leveled up. Attack and defense. I think part of it is that, honestly, I don't know if we had, like, maximum possible points. If we don't, then, yeah, it could have been that we could have had an easier time getting to Feda after the next fight. This is all 3 grand owls gone.
Nope.
Really? I'm surprised on that.
There's still one left. But Tobikage leveled up.
1 health. Attack. Tobikage actually has 32 defense, which means it's 43. That still means he gets one-shot by literally any of, like, the boss enemies, but still, that's kind of impressive.
And we now know that the growth Danes have only an attack range of 1.
Critical hit for 3! I'm actually kind of hoping for Nikolai's game that it's going to be another thing of, like, many exotic races that we end up basically being isekai'd into.
Instead of the typical races of D&D.
Well, 1, yes, but 2, it's also because of the fact I literally took a trait that gives me my charisma skills a bonus when interacting with exotic species.
Oh, right. Huh.
Wow, that did not do as much as I...
If you're hearing something on the mic, it's mostly my puppy licking me.
$31 damage.
I told you not to lick my dang hands! I don't want you tasting the spicy food!
But I want to! I want to taste it all!
I swear they're as bad as Kina from Final Fantasy IX.
I haven't seen this one in a while.
But at least it's actually... Never mind.
What, were you expecting it to kill?
Yeah, because they're machines.
They have one one lightning resist. Down goes that one.
I seriously hope that we don't get locked out of the Feda ending, all because of a poorly implemented, all because of improper coding.
I doubt it. I doubt it. It says that getting the Feda ending is hard, but not impossible.
Dadgummit, could you keep your claws off my neck?
Are they squatching at you?
You're not helping.
I'm sorry. Every time I hear someone interacting with a dog, I always bring out the cutesy voice.
I will send you to Jesus.
Wham!
I think the Colossus and its cohorts are drunk.
I think they're stuck. I think they think that there's pathing here. I think what it is that literally in like a previous version of the game, like there was pathing here and they could walk right down into the center here. But since that's not in this version of the game, they're still stuck on like the same nav mesh. It's like the same logic that the bots in TF2 work on. I can't believe I'm using that as a reference for a game that's on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, so they're basically being held together by spaghetti coding.
Honestly, a lot of maps have actually really good nav meshes in TF2. The problem is that there's specific maps where the nav meshes are not built in the spawn areas, meaning the bots don't know how to get out of spawn.
Yeah, and there's a reason why TF2 players, when they're just trying to have fun, hate bots in their matches. Especially sniper bots!
Wait. Nine!
I loathe the days of servers being plagued by bots when I played a bit of TF2. Didn't exactly help, I was a free-to-play player, stuck with the default gear. Dadgum. Players with their fancy gear that they bought with their money.
Isn't everything in TF2 unlockable in some form or fashion
Nope.
besides, like, limited time scans?
Nope.
No?
Yeah, I don't think that's the case.
I'm like, the only weapon that I can think of that you actually need money to permanently get is the Winger, and that actually has a glitch built in that lets you consistently re-borrow the weapon over and over and over again.
That might have been patched out.
I know it hasn't.
How long has it been since you played TF2?
Infinity? I've just watched a lot of people that do cover it.
Oh. So if it was patched,
Thank you.
so if it was patched out, you would know.
Yes. I watched like at least six or seven different people who are part of like TF2 communities.
I mostly pay attention to TF2 for the SFM. It's kind of amusing watching the TF2 animations.
SFM.
Source Filmmaker.
Thank you.
Hey, Arby got some HP.
And 2 more defense. Yeah, I legit think, like, their pathing is broken. Because if I think they think that these 4 tiles don't exist. Or, well, they do exist, but, like... Kevin says, SFM is how I found TF2.
We don't talk about Pyro. I swear, we've all got a little bit of Pyro on the inside. Because we're all crazy in one way or another. But Pyro's brand of crazy involves various war crimes.
Did somebody say war crimes?
I did, because of Pyro.
I know, I'm making a joke. Hey, Kevin, I actually wanted to move CC.
I was speaking in Pyro.
I know, I was... Kevin says, I like it when SFM makes JoJo references.
Oh, I know exactly the one you're talking about. It was when the engineer was doing a whole JoJo reference with heavy engine.
Uh-oh!
Uh-oh. Oh no! Oh,
All systems nominal. Death impression!
Oh.
I literally think, yep, 31. I'm like, I think this is going to hit the damage cap. Kevin says, and bro, Pyro is the war crime.
That is true. He is a walking war crime. Take him, dog! Stop licking me!
Must lick harder. Thankfully, we have an heiress.
I have an army. We have an heiress with Remake 3.
There's an animation with Spy as Joseph Joestar. Joseph is the second one, right? If I
Joseph is
remember
part
correctly.
2. So Jonathan is part 1. Jotaro is part 3. Josuke is part 4. Jolene is... Oh, Giorno is part 5. And Jolene is part 6.
I'm in the middle of part 4.
Oi, Josuke!
Yes.
Why do I get the feeling that one of your favorite characters is gonna be Rohan Kishibe?
Oh, that was the manga artist.
Yes.
We've already met him, and he is weird.
So who has been your favorite so far? Koichi or Kishibe?
I honestly like Koichi more.
His stand's pretty interesting. Like, it's literally just, I will force gravity on you.
Alright, gotta move up Barbie.
Not to mention, I like how much of an attitude Koichi stand has.
Alright, time. Flame launcher activated. Flame shot.
Oh, there goes a Grand Romado. We should have moved Shishi back.
So long as it doesn't move immediately. Okay, this won't kill him anyways. He'll live with 23 health. Bolster cannon on standby, all systems nominal. Death impression!
What?
No, he lives on 8.
Oh
What?
dear! You need to oh wait, Omikage? You need to kill him? Now?
Kevin says, I'm still caught off guard when the stand was revealed to be a biological response to a virus transferred from the arrow. I'm not to that yet. Beep, crisis limit function suspended. I know that the arrow's a thing, but we have not been told that it's a virus yet. We have not. Eight experience.
Once you get to part 5, it's gonna get crazy.
I figured as much. I'm like, is it not crazy? Is it not bizarre enough already?
Oh, finally the pathing on it has been fixed.
Also, did anyone else notice the big paths in each part have some way of messing with time? I don't remember the pad of part 2, forgive me.
Cars didn't have a way of messing with time, actually. Dio did, but neither... Dio and Cars and parts... Dio Part 1 and Cars didn't have ways of messing with time, actually. Part 3 did. Part 4, I don't think did either. Part 5 was King Crimson and skipping time. Part 6 was accelerating time. Okay, that's weird. Why do so many daggum villains in JoJo love messing with time?
It's because of the fact it's a very easy way to give a villain an overpowered ability that has some flaw to it that can be abused so that to gain the upper hand upon it.
I mean, to be fair, the only reason that Dio lost when he was using Zolardo was literally because sometimes when he was using Zolardo, he was just yapping. Oh, right, Part 4 had... Part 4 also had a time rewind villain, but I'm not spoiling that.
Thank you for not spoiling it, Kevin.
But I think you'll appreciate just how much of a menace the villain is.
In part 4?
Yes. Like, he won't even have to introduce himself. He'll just be around.
Oh no, we've seen him in the background plenty of times in this.
Oh, you've seen him.
Yes.
Did you hear his monologue yet?
I don't think we have.
You'll get a kick out of his monologue.
I'm like, they've gone to the second intro for this season at this point.
Breakdown! I love that intro so much. It's too good.
Roiss leveled up. Tobatage.
Honestly, though, when it comes to JoJo intros, I still very much prefer Sono Chino Sadame from Part 1. Can you blame me, though? It was such a banger! Hey!
Forgive me for watching this over several years, so I'm like, I don't remember it that much.
Would you kindly stop putting pressure on my left leg? Oh! Okay then!
What?
During that fight.
What about during that fight?
Fight, we are immediately back at Feda Emblem.
Woo!
On a kill all enemies mission.
We've had this happen before, you know this, right?
I'm just still sitting there like, huh? Huh?
Honestly, I question if we should temporarily make a hard save. And also, because if it's like, I genuinely think we should probably put Dan in for CC.
Well, why?
Dan has like 20 more defense than CC does.
Because fight.
And if you haven't noticed, CC has literally been nearly getting himself killed repeatedly.
Oh, but I don't think we have a new weapon for Dan.
We bought it like 2 chapters ago.
Oh.
The Warhammer.
Oh! What you...
You completely forgot,
I
didn't
did.
you?
I kinda did, actually.
Oh, it's been here the entire time.
Okay, I
apparently.
think we know what to do with the Executor.
Well, the thing is that even though it's a stronger attack power, like, it's also one range.
Oh, what is the Doom Blade?
Doomblade is Ein's ultimate weapon.
But I'm guessing that's also one range?
You darn tootin'!
Dadgummit.
I'm sorry, I just find that incredibly funny. Oh, why is this suddenly in our inventory? When did this get here?
I don't know.
I'm kind of annoyed because if we noticed that earlier, we could have bought another Chrome Fist.
Wait, did we put a Chrome Fist in Dan's inventory?
Yes, but what I forgot to do is I forgot to go over here. Because of literally 12 more defense, which means that his effective defense is going to be 66 instead of 54, which means that, like, the attack that did 38 damage would have done 26 to him.
Oh.
Which means the maximum amount of damage that Dan can take is 33, compared to CC's 45.
Ah.
Since remember that the damage cap doesn't just apply to enemies, it also doesn't just apply to us on enemies, it applies to enemies on us as well.
Oh, but we need to be careful of fire damage.
True. But it's basically trading out a lightning weakness for a fire weakness. I'm like, unless we go like all the way down here to like putting in Stinger, but we never bought Stinger's weapons.
Fair enough.
And annoyingly, Arya's still 3 MP away from doing Remake 3 twice. I just realized this. Jenny somehow got more health than Chris does, but both of their stats are still terrible at this point.
The Centaurs got the short end of the stick.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've done that.
Does anyone else have anything new to say?
Also, Kevin and just told me that the Part 4 villain was his least favorite JoJo villain.
Ah. After the war, I would dedicate myself, along with Eris, to helping those who were badly injured in combat.
Honestly, I know I'm gonna sound basic for this, but my favorite JoJo villain would have to be Dio Part 3, Part 5's main villain, or Part 6's main villain.
Dio Part 3 was just...
He was the bona fide generational hater.
Yes.
Like, he wakes up extra early in the morning just to hate the OG Jonathan, and after stealing Jonathan's body, he kind of terrorized Joseph just to perfect his form, and then also tried to kill Jotaro. He was a bona fide 3 generations worth of hatred and ignorance.
The irony is that, like...
And it's still ironic that he is responsible for the birth of the Part 5 protagonist.
I'm not that far yet.
You'll forget the detail once you'll forget the detail once you find. And
I have a semi-photographic and semi-phonographic memory.
You'll probably forget that that Part 5 protagonist is his son and soon. But it's kind of...
I want to throw my shoe at my camera for that.
To be fair, it's kind of obvious because of the blonde hair, and him having the power.
Bro, it's like I will purge an entire bloodline for my hatred of one. They used us. Oh, this same line. Of course, the war's not over. You and I both know we have many loose ends. I believe I developed about half of my potential. Nevertheless, I want to return home after the war's over.
Okay, Kevin, I'll shut up. I will shut up. I will shut up about the sake of JoJo.
Line.
For the sake of Arcadia and its children who wish to attend school safely, I will fight until the very end.
I'm sorry about Tess, but others love you and who will not lose their way, so let's go. All we can do now is move forward, do whatever we must, fulfill our destinies.
Cobalt is calling us, but try not to be afraid. No matter what some may say, everyone will fight hard. Sorry, I kind of rambled too much there about JoJo. Even the dogs are looking at me like, dude, you rambled on about JoJo too much and into spoiler territory. They're judging me with their puppy eyes.
They know! Line.
Where is Lord Luke? Could he have abandoned Cobalt? I don't want to fight him.
I love the fact that you've gotten the sane voice. Line.
Your unit has conquered 12 provinces, now preparing to take down the capital city. Have you given any thought about what you might do once the war's over?
What? Is this really the final battleground for us? Can't tell you how exciting it is.
Finally, full offensive. Let's do it!
That same line.
Well, here we are at Luksodole's doorstep. Are you going to be okay? Just tell us what to do.
Kiryu is anything but sane.
To be fair, I was made insane. Here. Are you okay, Lou Poppy? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you accidentally hit it?
No, I didn't. They fell over, or with their head just sort of like not hard colliding with the computer tower, but they just kind of slipped off the chair.
Oh, okay.
So it was the dog being dumb. She caused that herself. At last, we are close to the end. I will give it everything I have. Thanks for letting me come from wherever I was like about it. By the way, you people. Don't let your grief distract you from the ordeals ahead. We still need you to lead us.
We're almost done. Trippy sliced us a few bows ahead. Hang in there, Commander.
I know I am not as strong as my father, but unfortunately I may be forced to confront him.
We
already did!
He is making a huge mistake serving Cobalt, so what other choice do I have? Stop in the name of the law! You violated the laws of Skyrim and her people. Pay the fine or serve your sentence.
No, it's you violated the laws of Arcadia and her people.
Pay the fine or serve your sentence.
I really hope she didn't break her leg by accident again.
Wait, she's broken her leg on accident?
She kind of like, yeah, she did it once.
Now all I'm thinking about is the kid from Jimmy Neutron, in which the consistent meme about him was literally, ow, I broke my leg!
What is with gag characters breaking their legs? I mean, come on, we have that kid and we have Fred from SpongeBob. This is it.
Ah, Commander Kume. I don't know how this will play out in case
You're carrying the banner of the Arcadian army. As I said, I am with you until the end. No matter what Cobalt might do, try not to destroy innocent life with that evil sword. We aren't even wielding it!
So far, I've been able to control its power and... So it is you again. You rebels have traveled all this way for nothing.
Incredible.
Make your point, interloper.
I'm talking about your presumption of authority and the inevitability of imposing your will.
In my position, how could I possibly behave otherwise, don't you see? I'm sworn to stop all intruders here. You will not be allowed to endanger or harm Cobalt.
Lord
Heckmeyer, former chief of the Balformian Army's Belclad Regiment. It's all over, sir. Your empire's forsaken you. We will offer you the same terms as we did part. Lay down your weapons, return to Belclad, turn over your office to the acting governor. Tooth. Boy, you are still quite naive. I know all about the deal you offered Bart. Kevin says, Joseph, your next line is, my leg! Fred! My leg! Ah!
Naughty!
Haven't you learned by now a warrior must carry out his duties, unlike your betrayal of the oath you swore to the army of the Balformian Empire? What do you say to that, Brian? Technically, we still have orders to kill you on sight. Sir, an oath is a matter of honor, and when a country and its leaders act with perfidy, a warrior with ethics and a higher duty to God is divested of that sworn allegiance. Your problem, sir, is quite simple. The same as Tusk's and your other 3 Commodores. You would rather hoard power in a corrupt system than live in a just society as an equal citizen. I can see now we Commodores made a huge mistake when we did not settle our differences. We should have banded together and destroyed the Liberation Army long before I came here. But you didn't, and now you're the only Commodore left. So for Roiss' apostrophe! Sir, if nothing else, will you surrender? What will be, Lord Hegmiar? What I would prefer to do right now is engage in another sword match, till only one of us remains standing. I'm game. No hard feelings. No matter what happens this time.
Ryan denied! For free Arcadia, remove Lord Luke and storm Cobalt's chambers. Just kill Luke.
Yep. And thankfully, even though this guy has lower health than the previous boss did, but higher defense. But 2 Zen, oh no, just 1 Zen fix. 3 fake stats. I've seen this model before, game. I've seen this model before. It's a 16-bit game. Of course, you're gonna see the same model eventually.
So,
Sorry.
Grand Romados, and
1 grand fix and 3 marked troopers.
let's just go after Luke so we can get this done as quick as possible and not lose the Feda ending. Agreed?
True.
Hopefully Luke will move.
Well, he's also closer than... Nope.
Doesn't move.
Thankfully, next turn he's going to move regardless.
As a Moranius.
Yep. Part of it's that there's this 2-tile wide gap there that literally I don't think his AI is programmed to attack to try and get around. Ten. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's move Moranius F2 here. Three range. Okay.
Oh dear!
That was max damage, by the way. That had to have been max damage. Thankfully, nothing else should really harm Moranius that much here.
Ugh.
Oh, if there's someone that gets behind him, that'll actually be really, really nice. 3. I am going to get some mango.
Okay. Ineffective.
Actually, no, wait. I'm going to have those last 3 cookies first. I also completely forgot about this ham in here. I need to eat this. First, ham, apparently. None of them can reach up there. Literally, you're going to have to take a long way around for everyone else.
Okay, I think I'll use Train and Arby to get up here.
Well, I was gonna have Ein flank to the left and Arby flank to the right.
So I'm right here.
Remember right. Yeah.
Right, they're trying to box Ein in already.
Thankfully, there's actually a way for us to bait out literally all the enemies on the map here.
Right here?
Sure.
Okay, who do we move now?
Actually, I wanted to check something. 2's on everything. Okay.
Great. That's just great. Now I can't move.
Well, if we move Moranius out of the way, Luke will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and attack Ein.
Wait, that's all we have to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so who do we move now? Or do we just use Eris and remake 3?
Well, the thing is that Remake 3 probably doesn't do a whole lot right now.
And so we just put Brian right there.
Mm. Okay, that fake stat is drunk.
Hopefully that one won't drop us down.
It shouldn't.
I'm just trying to be cautious because I want us to get the best ending.
Fair enough. Beep function suspended. Okay, so literally our best course. Interesting.
Great. That means the plan's not gonna happen.
Actually,
Huh? Mine wasn't affected?
There's a 1 in 20 chance that it fails. Apparently not.
I can just pass up here then.
Yep.
I mean, you could bait out.
5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So he literally does have to go up here to bait.
Never mind.
That calls for Remake 3.
And then after Remake 3, we're gonna move RB around. To flank Luke. Correct?
Though it's mainly more so just to go ahead and get a character to absorb aggro from the horde of enemies that's approaching. Oh, that can potentially be very useful. That was not where I was expecting him to move, by the way.
Okay, you can still tank one more.
enough for 2 more.
Wait a second! Oh wait, nope.
So first off, move Dan up here. And this won't kill, but...
We have to be very careful though, not to actually kill anything else but Luke.
Excuse me. That's Ein. Yeah, since I don't think this will actually drag any aggro away.
Does Brian have any packs?
He should. Thankfully.
There we go, that means we can save a Remake 3 for later.
Yep. Problem is, Brian has substantially less defense than Ein does, which actually means that this could get very hairy.
But we have units advancing to go in for the kill on Luke. And never mind. Of course they box Ein in.
YOLO!
Tobikage is really doing this. Is Tobikage really about to go in for the Grand Lethal?
YOLO!
Oh my goodness. He is literally about to do this. He is literally about...
One more attack, one more defense. And you know what that sets up?
Dan.
Yes. Did I tell you it was a good idea, or did I tell you?
Dan, go! One, two, three.
Attack and defense up.
Because of how many enemies are more than likely going to be left alive, that means we're going to have a... Oh dear.
I knew this was going to happen, but thankfully...
We can out damage it.
Yes.
And now it's our turn.
I think so, because we've killed enough enemies that I don't think they get 2 turns here. Nope. Wait. 1, 2, 3. Dang, wait. So close!
We have to go in with Brian.
The unfortunate thing is that even with Brian and Ein, this will leave him with 7 health if I calculated this right.
What? That means we can kill him next turn. You know?
Oh!
Kage's going in, boys!
I have the biggest smile on my face right now. I expected this guy to attack Tomikage. I 110% expected him to attack Tomikage.
Go! No!
It worked, didn't it?
It just worked! The ninja has struck down his biggest victim! And we had
Our
20
guard is
enemies
a
left
warrior.
alive!
Bam, bam. Battle's over, mission accomplished. A bunch of useless money!
90 XP gained!
$66 defense. His defense is 82. He can only take 17 damage.
Yep.
Moranius 4 experience. Did I just read that right? Does Cece and Dan have the same effective attack stat?
Maybe. I don't know.
That is surreal.
Now, hopefully we didn't drop down to Valkyrie because of that.
I doubt it.
We're going into this with the freaking best ending! We're locked in, boys! Best ending! Here we come!
if we don't lower our emblem during the last fight of the game. Father, why did you remain loyal to Cobalt even after the Empire declared him an outlaw? Roiss, why did you remain loyal to the rebels and stand against your own father? I thought you refused to come with me because you hated war. Do you have some other reason? If you fell in love with that man, then prepare to fight for your life. I won't accept this. Do so as a proud daughter of the Hegmairs. But...
Hey, old man, by God, that's enough. Leave her be. Roiss has suffered enough already. Because of Cobalt and his toady. Forget that old fashioned and spiel. All this
nice save!
All this hooray ain't about swordplay, blood oaths, and loyalty because the times are changing.
Yes, and Roiss did not remain loyal to us, but recruited me instead. For you see, your daughter just happens to be one of the founders of the Arcadian Liberation Army. Witnessing the passion that a lot of you demonstrate, I could be wrong. But dang it, people! I don't know any other way! Yet those times don't just up and change all by themselves. Someone must force the issue. Gazing around the room, somehow I gather that I am beholding the very reasons why the times are changing. Yes, Guerrilla Unit 3 may be the harbinger of something new. Lord Hegmaier of Belclack Castle. I came from a simple village, roots, people of the soil, but I graduated from the Balformian Military Academy. And anyway, Roiss and me, I just wanted you to know that. Look, son, promise me you will look after her. See that her fervor doesn't get her into trouble. I will, sir. You can count on me! Oh, Daddy. He's a lot like you were once.
You are dead!
Hi, Lappin! You've come just in time for the finale!
I knew I would do perfect timing like usual.
Oh no, who died?
No, James.
You Particles took your sweet time getting. What's the matter? Wouldn't my heroic commodores cooperate? Even
Just tell me when the cutscene is over.
Hold on.
Call us rebels, Cobalt. Everyone else around here does. Coming from you, that would truly be a compliment. Furthermore, we have nothing to discuss. We came to serve your death warrant and carry out your execution. Here will work fine.
Don't be in such a rush. Listen to my proposal first. I never expected you to be the type who would beg for his life. That comment almost evokes you. Don't you want to know why I invited you?
Let me guess, you were hoping I would give you this sword?
That would most certainly make matters easier on all of us if you just handed it over. I will test its power on this peninsula and grant you humble Sudelian a final judgment. Witness the power of the dark side.
Devin says who died? Most likely any sense of normalcy from any of us. I have so much wrong internally that I don't know what normal's supposed to feel like.
There is so much wrong within the side of my entire life, Kevin, that even looking away for 2 seconds at a normal person's life is almost an anomaly that I will never understand the actual meaning of a normal life. So even if I do look over, I'm just gonna say, that looks weird. And then go back to my fucking burning house. Also, please don't shoot me.
Then why did you cuss?
Because Mom and Dad came home and started just being a butt again. Specifically Dad, because almost every time when he comes back from like a vacation, he just starts being a butt. Like, he just came back.
I didn't even know your mother was married.
Well, to be fair, there's only one man that can probably deal with her, and even he's fed up with her half the time.
Ah.
But
Has your mother gotten diagnosed on the spectrum yet?
oh, she already knows. She just doesn't want to have to pay money for it.
Oh. Ha ha ha.
So I kind of agree with her on it. Like, what's the point of going and get yourself diagnosed if you can just say what you want anyways?
I hail from the mainland originally, but sorry, I can't do that.
Why not? I, General Cobalt of Scadelia, do not enjoy having people tell me no. What do you want in return?
How about your head severed from your body?
Yeah, an abomination like you doesn't have the right to make a final judgment. And on my manhood.
Couldn't have said it better, Ein. Cobalt, you egotistical psychopath. You aren't fit to breathe the same air as the lowest dirt poor Arcadian farmland.
We're roasting the Darth Vader of the Feda game. Common swine such as you could never grasp my noble purpose. So,
I'm trying to understand what we're looking at the sprite portrait here. Because I can't tell if he's half looking. I can't tell if on the left side, if that eye looking out of what looks like the helmet is his eye, the gray portion, or if on the right side, the purple next to the white, if that's his eye.
come.
I literally cannot tell.
I will fight you for the right to possess the Executor.
Sorry, I had to bring that up.
I've been purposefully making Lord Cobalt sound like Darth Vader this entire time. And I'm loving every minute of it.
That's pretty cool.
You stubborn Mildred Garza. I didn't want to see a bloodbath in my sacred chapel, but die! I curse your miserable lives. Die, I say.
Sacred.
And,
Chapel? You? How could anything sully this pagan monstrosity? You and this heathen outrage are an affront to God.
Do it, Brian. Carry out Cobalt's sentence. So just only kill Cobalt?
Wait, we actually have something that I wasn't expecting. Wait, this is the same enemy but with a different color palette. Why? I art confusal doozle day.
Let me guess. Oh dear. This is gonna take a while.
Yes.
Oh, great. At minimum, it's gonna take 7 specials to take this guy.
Yeah.
And that's not taking into calculation the freaking healers.
Honestly, we should just, like, completely quash the healers. And then, literally, we could actually do something pretty comical here.
What?
Once the healers are dead, we can technically get rid of the Gramados. Since I believe they will actually be more of a threat than the Mark Troopers will be. We literally have Sim marched up to... Hopefully these three won't move. And literally just absorb hits until they run out of MP.
Okay, so Mushin.
No, we want to literally have Ein, Moranius, and what's his face?
I'm Moranius and Arby.
Yeah, absorb the Quadra slices from the troopers before we do that.
Okay, I'm having Arby move up. The mages are not moving.
Perfect.
Okay, Moranius right where?
It doesn't really matter. Our goal is to basically drain the three troopers of all their MP.
Well, that's gonna be hard to do with Moranius, considering just how much damage one Quadra Slice did to him. Excuse me? Okay. So we just learned that he doesn't move either.
Yep. But the Ramados move. And the Fixes move. Okay, so...
It's not affected!
Yeah, because of after they use up all 4 Quadra Slices, their attacking power is so reduced that it's like... It's kind of a joke, honestly.
The frames are dropping.
Let me go over and double check real quick. Oh. Oh, it does say I have dropped frames, but I only have 1,300 over the entire stream.
That does not sound right. Like, did you only drop to 300 frames, or?
No, that means that I've had a total of 1,300 drop frames over the entire stream. If you are still having lag, Kevin, that just means you need to refresh.
What if it's just his possible device, or he's just using a browser, close the browser, redo it? If that doesn't change it, close out Google. If that doesn't work, just do a full device restart and look for updates. That's my guess. Because my phone has the same issues lately. As it's been absolute dog water. Like...
Oh no, that's Google.
Oh really? Oh. I just mean by absolute dog water is like, when I'll go on Google or Safari, it would load this wiki page because I'm trying to learn another language that's not really spoken. Because it's like I was like reading it out of curiosity. It was called like the language of angels and such, and it's been my interest lately. Like I would hear whatchamacallit, I would play like Bayonetta 1 through 3, and I would hear her speak this, and I was always curious about what she meant by her words, or what do they mean. Because I originally just assumed they were gibberish. Yeah. Soon enough, I found out that the language is literally based around not just how Spanish works, but most of the other language groups besides Asian. How it's structured.
Okay.
Because it uses our alphabet, and it uses somewhat the same rules, but it doesn't. Because it's a, what do they call it? An ethnic, or it's the one where it's based on tone instead of the various words for it. Like, you have to give it meaning, concept, and I'm too tired for this, but the best way I could describe it is like a combination of a lot of the common language groups you would see and how they would work and how they rule. And
You just went way over my head.
You know, have you ever studied any foreign language?
I'm guessing move RB to take out this healer.
You can, though I'm questioning why you're using a special on it.
That's literally the only feasible way to take it out in one hit.
True. Honestly, it's just that if they... Oh wow, the background here is pretty.
Nice. I also have a question for you, James. I recently bought a Nintendo game, and I wanna... Is it illegal for me to emulate it on stream to play with y'all, or nah?
It's Nintendo, regardless of what it is. It's justified because of how scummy Nintendo is.
Okay.
Well, what game is it that you're referring to first?
It's called Astral Chain. It was made by the people that made Bayonetta, but here's the weird part. It's not, like, sexual anyway. Like, I played through most of it.
Okay, I played through it as well.
Yeah, it's really fun, and I honestly thought it would be really fun to do it. And if it's possible to do 2 players,
Isn't that a twin sticks shooter?
Nope. Third... Think of it as like another Devil May Cry, but it actually has really good lore story that might actually interest you.
It's not really demons. It's not even demons.
Oh, it's not even demons, but I'm saying like it's the play style of it, where you combo these enemies into oblivion, or you just straight up summon, I don't know, a giant dog to eat it or something. I'm just
spitballing.
Yeah.
Okay, I annoyed.
Wait, you are annoyed?
About the healers.
So you're telling me you are the Noid? The one that Pizza Hut has been trying to get rid of?
Wait, what?
So my phone cut out Anna, so I didn't hear annoyed, I just hear Noid. So now I'm just imagining James as like a holy Christian Noid walking around going, "Can I please interest you in our Lord and Savior, the pepperoni pizza?"
No, it'd be the Hawaiian pizza.
Yes! Wait,
I don't. Oh, dadgummit, I've been craving a Hawaiian pizza for a hot minute.
and now I just have to imagine instead of like holy water, it's just garlic sauce. It's been blessed by pepino or something.
I would honestly use balsamic vinegar.
Wait. Whenever he pulls out a cross, it's just made out of breadsticks. It's just like garlic breadsticks, and he sits there and goes, "The Parmesan compels you!" I'm not saying this right. Parmesan? No, it's Parmesan. Oh, yes, Parmesan. The Parmesan compels you! And it just shows like a vegan sitting there going, "Oh, not again! I can't get a refund!" And then she just turns to dust. I'm leaving my experience as 0 stars if it was an option. She just
What?
vaporizes.
Crit! We made the game!
And also, have y'all?
The power of crush compels you!
Oh yeah. Also, James, I went to tournaments again, and guess where I've been all day? Well, most of my day.
At the tournament?
Yeah, I also got pretty much all you can eat at a restaurant for sushi, soups,
Ooh!
like even ice cream. It was like anything on this side of the menu you can eat. It was a huge selection, and I only had to pay $20. And you want to guess how much I ate?
Oh no.
Roughly $600 worth of fish eggs, just on its own.
Fish egg?
So you ate $600 in caviar.
It was essentially caviar, but I don't remember what they called it on the sushi roll. But it was like a really thick amount of like caviar or whatever they call it. And I can go there literally anytime, spend $20, and just start eating. And not have to worry about ordering entrees and such. Because I can just leave most of the food there as long as they told me as long as it isn't like a huge waste of rice or something, they won't charge me for it. And I'm happy about that. And also, would you like to see my prize winnings today?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll turn on my camera if that's alright.
Oh.
Or do you want me to send you a picture?
I would prefer that since that doesn't disrupt the stream.
Deal. Hold on.
They're all targeting Dan! We've erased the threat!
Here we go. I'm sending them all now. And I'm happy about it. Let's see. Hmm.
It doesn't matter, she wasn't gonna kill by the time she passes it. Or maybe she can, and I'm just a dummy.
She is our little Terminator.
Here we go. Where's James's DMs real quick? There they are. And I honestly think James would be very proud of my haul because you have to place within top 2 in order to get these prizes. And I went to over 50. Yeah. It's either that at top 2 in order to actually walk home with a sealed card that the shop prints themselves, that they get usually approval from Konami, or I have to accept like a really bad prize that's like just a simple card pack after spending, I don't know, just $100 on my deck. Even though I build budget decks, it feels like an insult typically, because Pokemon players be sitting there with like their ultra rare shiny cards for like 5 cents and still competitively play and somehow win. It's just, they need to accommodate Yu-Gi-Oh for what they do. And also I sent the pictures.
Yeah.
But
Konami is just kind of scummy in those regards, in my honest opinion.
here's something that makes it worse, is that they know that they control the market for these cards. And I feel like there should be... I think the only reason why it's even like this is because back during COVID, people just started grading their cards for extra money. I think that's what started it all.
You mean the panic-demic?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Any lily-livered, weak-willed people out there, I will never sugarcoat my opinion on that period of time. It was a complete and utter hoax that literally did nothing besides give the government more control over your psyche.
Actually, the more I think about it, I'm pretty sure the government also created a lot of hysteria during that time.
They
And
did.
a little bit of propaganda.
They did.
It wasn't a little, it was a lot of propaganda.
I would like to mention that the only reason why I'm mentioning a little is because I don't feel like going into detail about it. Because I know it's a lot.
Fair.
I just don't want to mention how big it was and then be like, COVID was Vietnam back in my day. And just start talking like that the entire time.
No. Dear, I'm like, anyone who compares those two things should be realistically smacked.
Because I know Vietnam was really bad. It's like a bad comparison, but like the idea
Wait,
is that that's what our generation.
How did it? Huh?
Because our generation of people, or at least mine, will just sit there and be like, "Remember when COVID-19 was so bad? Yeah, I just stayed in my house and played video games," and that will just be the end of their conversation, realistically.
At the rate we're going, we are probably not going to make it. Hopefully, we'll make it to the end.
Oh, whoops.
Oh!
It's not even going for the... Wait, what?
Also, James, I have a question about legality for reselling.
What?
If I buy something knowing I bought it for like 200 and try reselling for 600, is that horrible? Not really morally, but more of like the legality of it.
If you can go ahead and get someone to pay 600 for it, if there is that high of a demand for it, if it's not something that, like, you bought for the pure point of reselling it,
Well, like,
I do not see a problem in it. It's a problem if you purchased it directly to flip it.
okay.
Which Pokemon card scalpers have done?
Even if the item is very, what's the word, everywhere. But what I purposely mean is that buying a PS5 to resell it for 600. And it's not even just some custom, it's just something that's slightly better than most. You understand what I mean now?
True.
Because I don't see anything wrong with it legality because we are in a free market. I'm just more worried about something just popping up out of nowhere and just smacking me in the face going, "No, you're supposed to break your fingers, burn your hands. Hell, not hell. Heck, you're supposed to jump off a bridge and hope that Ronald McDonald grabs you by the arms while you deliver an order with a somersault before you even think."
Well, that is a very, very random analogy.
Well, like, the point is that I'm just more worried about a government or a higher figure stepping in trying to punish me for trying to use the free market a little bit more than most people.
Technically, that wouldn't even have any repercussions. You would just need to actually have enough to pay the taxes on it.
Oh. Wait, why would you have to pay taxes on it?
It's a sale over $500.
So you're telling me I need to only have it at 500 to avoid the taxes?
Technically, I believe a sale of a single item of property over
Right here?
$500 or greater has to be reported. And it'd be under Schedule C income.
I'm guessing if it's not reported, it'll most likely go under a radar, question mark? Because
How are you selling this?
I find people typically that know me, and then know I'm willing to give them a better deal with giving them games with the console and a controller and making sure everything is correct for it. Like, I'm selling a custom PS5 right now and getting $200 for the payment right now to deliver it off, and they've been paying it off for 2 months.
But they have been selling it to you locally,
Yes.
in cash.
Yes and no, it's a mixture between cash and also on digital for the transfer to the bank. Because I've just been putting it into a savings account multiple times before I sent quite a bit of it to Nikolai. Just because I love him.
Remake 3, remake 3, remake 3.
But Kiryu, I wish you the best of luck. You better get them crits with that garlic sauce to murder these people into oblivion.
I mean,
I'm
we're getting very close to the enemy.
You know something I'm kind of imagining, James, whenever Kiryu deals the final strike, he like pulls out pineapple, proceeds to slice it, throws it onto pizza, and then adds ham to it. Hawaiian, go! He proceeds to throw like he just throws it like it's a frisbee. It lands into the boss, and it just makes an absurdly large explosion for no reason.
That is so absurd that I would somehow do something like that.
No, I'm just imagining, like the typical like action movie scenes with the car action movies, how they'll blow up an entire warehouse building, walking out, not looking back. I'm just imagining whenever the explosion happens, it's not even like it's just the pizza, all of the ingredients just decided, I'm gonna become an explosive gas for this moment. So you just see floating pepperonis in the sky. Chunks of pineapple flying, killing enemies behind him. He's just still walking, not looking back, and he goes, "Ooh, a penny!"
Oh, perfect.
I'll see y'all later. Also, Kiryu, I would like to show you one of my decks I'm currently working on for fun. And I think you might like it because it's the only few decks that don't first turn kill.
What, for Pocket?
No, Lyceric, I think is the name. It's a Wing Beast XYZ deck.
Oh.
I was challenged the other day to make a level 1 deck where I'm supposed to purely try to use only level 1 cards.
So they're not even letting you play Zushin the Sleeping Giant?
Is that the one that was censored with a giant pillow instead of alcohol or something?
We're the one you're supposed to try and keep a bunch of level 1 monsters alive for like 10 turns.
Oh, that's easy to turbo out, believe it or not. It's just not worth it.
Zushin is not worth it?
The sleeping giant? No, he's horrible.
Yeah.
Actually, let me look at him real quick and reread his effects. He was so horrible that I don't even remember what he does.
You don't even remember what that cracked card was capable of in the 5Ds era in the anime?
That's different. In the
in
anime.
the anime! Dear, anime effects are different than their in-game effects.
Let's see here. Special summon by hand, tribute monster control with 10 Zushin counters. Once per turn, reveal this card in your hand. Target one normal monster you control. Keep this card revealed until the end of the turn. Place one Zushin counter on it. Unaffected by other card effects of this card. Either it says that it makes the one with the counter not unaffected by card effects, or it's saying itself. If the card battle a monster, calculation becomes equal to the current attack, and the monster bottling plus 1,000 during that damage count. So it's saying it only does 1,000 damage consistently and makes it unaffected by card effects. What's stopping it from being just destroyed by battle, or taken control of, or just banished? Or heck, like, I'm more concerned that Elemental Hero can just turbo out Plasma and stop it in its tracks from the moment it tries anything. There are so many bad things about this card. And just imagine if you drew into it instead of searching it. That makes it worse. And the only good thing about this one is that you don't need to have, whatchamacallit, a bunch of level 1 monsters.
Unlike in the anime.
Yes. Actually, I should be more concerned that I was translating the German version of the card. than actually reading the English, so I'm a little bit impressed with myself today.
Oh boy, I think we're gonna need another Remake 3, aren't we?
Oh yeah, Kiryu, good news. The hero deck finally got more support again. Not in Master Duel, but in the TCG land.
Oh. Okay.
They finally have more love now. Like, they're getting more evil hero support.
Okay.
Oh.
You know I don't really play heroes. Didn't really play heroes. Right.
It was a budget deck in Master Duel. I could have taught you a lot better than you, Bell, because I actually had the cards to teach you. Most of it was just searching out Ferris and consistently getting Stratos. That's all the entire strategy was.
Excuse me? Excuse me.
Possible draw.
Oh, he only has a movement of 4.
Oh, I already used the effect. That's what I get.
So Cobalt is a mage.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should, like I said, I think we should have used Remake 3.
And also, I think James would actually be kind of interested in this deck a little bit. Because its playstyle is really weird. Like, it's really good at searching out cards, but it's also just straight up jumps over the monsters on the board. Like, it attacks directly.
Yep, Remake 3. Remake 3, now.
Oh, I'm a dingbat for this. I should have put Zeus in here. That would have made the deck even better.
You're Sing Sang Samalima Ding Dong.
James, are you drunk? Because I thought I was the drunk one.
Wait, are you drunk?
You wouldn't know. That's the best part.
Oh, he's using fire. One damage from the boss.
Oh, you know, it's a game I want Kiryu to play, kind of, but it's mostly a story game with a lot of weird art. Like, it looks like my art book if I open it, where it's just a bunch of weird concepts, hippies, and just odd dance poses. And the weird part, it's free on Steam.
Bye, laughing.
Okay, so the Feldo mages are gone, meaning the only threat left here is Cobalt himself.
And the one other mage.
True. Ugh.
And this guy can't really do much at this point.
Yeah, I think Cobalt's about to get jumped, isn't he?
Yep.
We just have to hope we did not drop down to Valkyrie. That's it.
True. Oh right, I forgot we had Moranius on this play.
Ugh.
Oh, Roiss is apparently the one that needs to be moved up.
Otherwise, Dan could be in danger.
Somewhat, but not really. Dan's actually in the most danger from Cobalt himself, of all things.
Even though Cobalt is distracted right now.
Yeah, but we do know that enemies prefer targeting low health units. Now, move here. Flame launcher activated. Shim earns 10 experience.
Oh dear. Roiss. Oh,
Oh, okay.
wait. Please don't do much damage. Please don't do too much. Phew! Fine. Move.
Oh, these aren't taking any of his MP.
And I'm guessing Arby is gonna do his attack next.
Yes, though the problem with Arby is that Arby does not have a ton of MP.
Right. Ugh.
And this was the concern of bringing Brian and Roiss up. $51.
Then we just send Dan up as far as we can. Oh wait, we can't hit him with the hammer swing.
It'll take him 2 turns to even get up there.
Well, as of now, one more turn.
No, it'll take 2 turns from now.
Oh, there you go.
The reason why we even... Dan was more useful in the previous mission than this one. I think this will only deal 1. Nope!
Oh boy. Well, at least we got our biggest attackers ready.
If I'd known that was only 20, I would have bought a lot more.
But hey, at least you can afford another Remake 3.
Kinda the point. I don't want to move Tobakage. I really, really don't.
But look on the bright side. Once we finish off Cobalt, the game is over, but hopefully we don't get dropped down to Valkyrie.
True. This will take him to 36.
Airboat 4? That's it?
He's attacking a unit that has 2 defense and an element. This takes him to 21.
He can reach Cobalt.
I know, I'm doing this because of... Oh, you don't actually have any healing items left. That's what I wanted to do first.
Hello there.
Down to 6.
Next special kills him. I think I know some poetic justice for this. Shin.
Oh, you mean Sim?
Yes.
Ah.
As they're both technically androids. Just very,
No.
well, they kind of look like it just based on their sprites. You know?
No, we've been told this before. As soon as it's our turn. Oh, oh, it tells us what it is for us, but it doesn't tell us what it is for the enemies. Yeah, Cobalt's a species called a Golnarane. We know this already because of the Pope talked to us about it. Fortunately, none of them can hit. However, I literally gave RP one of these in advance for a situation just like this.
Oh, and then I know something hilarious. Why not just punch the guy out of his misery? Not even using a special weapon, just punch him. You got, but that'd be utterly disrespectful.
It would be disrespectful. The problem is can RB hit him?
He could. It's a special.
Oh, I didn't think you were referring to RB Special.
Yeah, it's
there.
still a punch.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Radius hit! It dealt 2 damage! Gained 1 experience point for hitting the final boss.
Arby, you earned it!
Honestly, I'm unsure of whether to give this to Arby or to Dan.
Okay, who do you want it to be? Do you want it to be funny with Arby, or do you want it to be just for memory, sentimental value with Dan?
It doesn't even matter.
Dan is actually the more poetic one, because he's kept going on and on about ending the Golden Reign and Dragonoid oppression.
Yeah.
We should give it to Dan then.
Yeah.
Do it, Danny!
And the funny thing is that I think technically Dan is technically our second oldest party member.
He's been with us since almost the very beginning of the game.
No, I mean physically, he is the second oldest member of the member out of our
Cobalt collapse,
entire
Dan
unit.
earned the win. Dan leveled up one last time.
1 health, more attack, and more defense.
Now let's see the moment of truth. Did we keep our Feda emblem? I'll give him this. That fiend was a battler until his dying breath.
So this is the end of Cobalt. Can we finally... Whoa!
Did you really expect your puny efforts to put me down for good? When I refer to you as swine, even lower. What? That isn't mere hyperbole, you know. By the Dark Goddess, this is so overdue! At last, a new Phantom Zone! As the chosen inheritor of time, I, Cobalt Axasis, shall now render the final judgment. Look, he's unleashing the Executor! How did you grab it out of our base's storage?
What?
Where?
Yeah, toast. About to be blown away to nothingness.
Brian, now! Grab that sword away from Cobalt and execute him once and for all!
Have a look for yourself, scum. Here I go.
Oh. How? How could I be defeated? Leave it to me! I'll spirit everyone to safety again! I'm counting on you, Tonaway. Isaac Lautoma.
Vanished. As if nothing ever existed along this beach front.
Say, Conway, you must have been the chosen inheritor of time. I was? So I never realized it before. What do you think, Supreme Commander Kume? All I know is that the inheritor of time is said to focus that power from one eye. I always assumed that and Cobalt Axasis was the inheritor of time.
Maybe that one eye part refers to Connolly's third eye, the one on her forehead.
A lot of crazy things have been going on in this war that don't make any darn sense to me. But that's no longer important. What matters now is that Arcadia is safe. Ladies and gentlemen, I propose a toast to the revolution. Yeah! Here, here! 3 cheers for the revolution!
The revolution is finally over.
And I think we kept the Feda emblem ending.
In year 4 of the new Genesis, month of January, the Arcadian Revolution ended. After Arcadian Balformia signed the peace treaty, Guerrilla Unit 3 overwhelmed Luksodole. The Arcadian army bowled over the capital's defenders, then rushed the dictator's temple. Cobalt. They changed the spelling! And his lavish palace vanished without a trace, racing the Empire's power base in the Scudelian Peninsula. However, Balformia's peace concessions rang hollow in the Republic of Arcadia.
Is this the Feda ending text?
Dear, I don't think we have even gotten to the Feda ending text. For autonomy fell short of the total freedom that Brian and his unit fought to achieve.
Brian, I'll never forget what you did for our nation.
You should, because I didn't accomplish anything another well-trained fighter couldn't do.
Tom, stop tormenting your sister all the time and do what she tells you. You're a fine one to talk, old man. You should stop reading our field captain all the time.
Waha! Lieutenant Captain, sir! You brought that one on yourself!
Shut up, Dora. Darn it, you can't talk to me that way now that I'm an officer.
Wanna bet? Besides, aren't we about to start all over again? Is nothing? Oh, are the 3 of you really leaving us this time, Brian? Why do I get the feeling you're off to another battle? Sorry. I have no right to intrude upon your personal business. Just promise me that all of you will keep safe, okay?
Well, Roiss, do something. Can't you tell they are about to leave us? See? Look, they're starting to turn and walk away.
Hey everyone, we'll probably cross paths again. Until next time, see ya.
Yeah. Sure thing, Brian. Till next time. Hey, I'll miss you, Line. Be careful out there. I'll miss you too, Tom. So long. Well, heck, darn it, Roiss. They're really gone. Someone's got mighty big boots to fill. So first we need to step up our training and hasten the deployment schedule because our units fighting on the mainland are in dire need of reinforcements. Then we need to...
Excuse me, Commander Kume. Sorry to interrupt you, but...
Yes, Roiss, did I overlook something? I need your advice. What's on your mind?
Sorry, sir, but I will be leaving the Arcadian Army too. See you later, Commander-in-Chief.
She's running after Brian! I think we did get the Feda ending. The Empire
launched a military... Oh, do you
incursion into the northwestern Arcadian frontier. The Liberation Army mobilized its reserves and drove the invaders back to the mainland. Without explanation, Roiss Hagmeyer resigned from the Arcadian Liberation Army. Rumors persist that Roiss is fighting with a rebel unit being commanded by a one-armed man on the Balformian mainland. What I seek is not a nation, nor is it rest in peace, but freedom in the name of justice.
What I seek is not an ace, and you didn't narrate fast enough.
I said Feda, the Emblem of Justice.
Oh, they're doing this. Oh, that's cute.
So I did see we did get the Feda ending.
Hello, Ryukan. We never got to see you in combat.
I will be right back. I gotta bring the dog.
Hi, Balthukus. Raising blow. Hi, Gust. Shane. Now that I think about it, like, a third of the way through the game, the gel enemies just stopped spawning. We never even got to see that animation. Yano Monster. Oh. That was Tusk. Tobakage.
What?
Between each slide of, like, the credits, they're showing off a different enemy in its animation.
Oh, that is pretty cool. Huh.
There's Jenny. Poor Jenny.
Why'd she have to get such bad stat growth?
Ah, oh no.
Hey, Shishi!
Shishi.
Brian?
You missed like over half the credit roll.
Sorry about that. I had to. Finn.
Finn. So, since I don't actually think that... Oh no, it does fade to black. Does this go back to the title screen? Yes, it does! So, how did you enjoy this?
It took me a while, but it grew on me, and I actually enjoyed this game.
See, I told you that every SRPG is not the spawn of evil. I'm sorry. I'm making that reference because of the fact of you have been treating them like they're your kryptonite.
To be fair, it's all because of Fire Emblem Fate's Birthright.
Yeah, I won't blame you for that. Based off of what I've heard, Birthright's endgame is one of the most divisive in the entire series. Like, the original Fire Emblem Fates that was for...
And on top of that, you want to know another bad experience I had with a different kind of RPG? If I can even call it that.
What?
You want to know what my first Paper Mario was?
Oh, was it? What? Wasn't it Color Splash?
Nope.
Oh, you started on Sticker Star?
Yep. That was the one. That I got farthest in beating. And I. Yeah.
Yeah, we have literally been on this little portion here. That's where the entire game is taking place. All the rest of this has not been in the game.
Yeah.
It's literally been this little island over here.
Yeah, we don't get to probably see the rest of it until, like, Feda 2.
Yeah.
But that won't come for more than likely a very long time.
Especially considering Feda 2's not on my shelf.
Don't make me handpick that one of these days. Don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tempt me with a good time.
I'm smiling because of the fact that you like this so much that you genuinely want to handpick out.
That will be my next handpick after this handpick that I'm getting ready for. And I think you already know what's coming.
You already have said this multiple times. You want me to do KOTOR 1.
Yes. That will officially be our next project. We are undertaking a light side playthrough of KOTOR 1. This will be, he and I will be doing a double blind playthrough on this together. But it's not just for the sake of me and him enjoying the game. It's because I want to give James a better experience than what he had on account of the Star Wars movie.
Yep!
He only experienced, like, what was it? Attack of the Clones and The Last Jedi?
Yep!
Yeah, it's why I want to give him a better experience. Like, the prequels, while not perfect, they were actually good, but The Last Jedi is hot garbage.
I love it because of literally I was going through the entire movie and I was like, I have no idea what to make of any of this.
If you had grown up on like if I grew up starting from the prequel trilogy, then I was
literally like the only thing I know of Star Wars of like the original trilogy is the meaniness of Luke screaming of Darth Vader going, Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, so to basically cleanse James' Star Wars palate and actually give it something appetizing and flavorful, I am having him go through KOTOR 1 with me.
Yeah. And I don't mind one bit.
Especially considering it doesn't have a 3D character creator.
Yay! The bane of my existence!
Let me check first, actually, just to double check.
Sorry, I will always make a meme of literally the fastest way to get me to close down a game is if I open it and you give me a 3D character creator. If you give me an option of like 2 or 3 options, but like no more than like 7, I will pick one and I'll be fine. But if you give me intimate customization, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Close it.
Yeah, literally the only things for character creation in this game are just a portrait, your attributes, your skills, your feats, and your character. That's it.
Fair.
Oh, and your class. That's it. And your gender.
So, I'm just glad that
Oh, well,
you have had a good experience through this.
a custom character will allow you to customize every aspect of your character. But that's again, like you only choose the portrait, the attributes, the skills, the feats, the name, and your gender, and your class.
I know.
And you can
You said that already.
from 3 classes. Well, aside from the Jedi classes later. Your 3 base classes are Soldier, Scout, and Scoundrel.
Ah.
However,
Anyways,
and we're
it's also really late.
gonna need to research and discuss what kind of build we're gonna aim towards.
Congrats, you have your mission for tomorrow morning.
I want to discuss this with you, concerning we're playing this together, and I don't want to exclude you from the thought process.
I know. Anyways, we thank everyone so much for watching.
Here's one tip that I will give to you. Do not, once we get to level 3, do not level up until we become a Jedi.
Okay, you've told me this already.
That's
I'm
not
trying to end the episode.
I'm not the one that came up. I'm not the one.
Your father did.
My stepdad gave me that tip. I'm passing that tip to you for both of our sake.
Yes. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Tomorrow, if we actually
remember, I'm at my grandma's tomorrow and Wednesday. So on Thursday, we will be starting KOTOR 1.
Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy our work, and please do share our content and join the Discord. Really does help us out. Follow us here on Twitch and on YouTube in order to come for the Starship L. Be around for hero, villain, or NPC up when all our days are over. To see you